Hello, this is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It is Tuesday, the 3rd of April, 2007, and we're going to take a look at some stocks for trading tomorrow. At the end of this video, I've got 3 more ideas that I didn't advertise in the written portion of this. And these 3 stocks are companies that have big short positions and great looking charts, and I think that I'm not going to give specific recommendations on them because I own 2 of them, and because I think that there's a bigger potential trade unfolding rather than just a quick in-and-out trade. So let's take a look at Zoran for a symbol ZRAN on the screen. You can see here the stock is above all its rising 10, 20, and 50-day moving averages. And we're going to start out with a price target right here. And this is about $18.50 a share. You can see on the weekly time frame that that's this peak right here. But I think it could probably get going, getting above $18.50. We could see pretty significant upside from there. But again, being conservative, we'll just call our target $18.50. And what I'd like to see happen here in Zoran, let's look for a purchase above $17.50. Once we're in the stock, put your stop down here at about $17.23. So that would give us 27 cents of risk for upside of about $1 if it's to make it up towards that, well, not there, but the $18.50 level. Next up, we're going to take a look at a company that was recently looked at on, it's called Nuance Communications, NUAN. This was recently looked at on Wall Street because it was at all-time highs and continues to hang out up near that area. These guys make the voice recognition software. Not that that's really important, but you can see that it's pulled back to this prior level of resistance that we saw back in mid-February, and that resistance seems to be acting as support in here. And furthermore, that this consolidation has occurred on diminishing volume. So now the stock looks like it is ready to get going once again. And in fact, today you saw that it did have a big move higher. It pulled back, and it's now holding above that 5-day moving average, which is starting to flatten out. So let's take a look at this stock as a potential long above $15.55. If we can make a higher high right here, take out the afternoon high, I think that's good enough. And we put our stop down at about $15.35, just below that 5-day moving average, and a price target right around, let's just call it $16.50. So that would give us 95 cents of upside for a risk of just 20 cents in NUAN. And continue to go backwards alphabetically, ADTRAN, symbol ADTN. This stock, I think we looked at last week and didn't get an entry in it, but you can see that it's kind of broken some resistance in here. You can make a case that it's an inverted head and shoulders pattern if you wanted to, but on the weekly time frame, I don't think that's really significant. We did have a volume move past the resistance, and it seems like it's consolidating on medium volume, but it's holding above that resistance level, which is the key thing. Regardless of what the volume's doing here, it is holding above that level, that old resistance acting as support. And it looks like it's setting up to a longer-term uptrend that could see this thing enter this new stage 2 uptrend that might head up towards 30 or so. Of course, that's not going to be our price target, or what we're going to do is look to enter this stock above $24.60. So buy it above $24.60. At that point, we can put our stop at about $24.35. That's a risk of 25 cents. And we're looking just for a test of this level here at the $25.50. So that's a risk of 25 cents for the opportunity to make 90 cents. So those are the only stocks I'm going to mention specific entries in. 3 stocks, though, that I do like. One I'm long here, which is MVIS. And if you're not familiar with this one, go to the Fly, whatever he calls himself, the Fly. Fly on Wall Street, that's it, one of the links on the side of my page. He's got a lot of fundamental information on there, so you can read that. But MVIS has had a nice run late last year. It's been consolidating for several months. And the important thing here is when you look at the short interest, look at where it was back in August. August 15th, there was only 1.9 million shares sold short. So into this uptrend, the shorts have been adding to their position. They've been betting against this stock. Well, if you look at just the 1.9 million and the shares that have been added, so they basically added 2 million shares since August back in here, about August 15th, which is right here. They've added 2 million shares. So with today's move, you got to figure not many of them are in a profitable situation. The stock had volume today as it broke out, and if you look at the weekly time frame, you could make a case here that this is a inverted head and shoulders pattern in here, breaking past this neckline conclusively above $4, $4.15 a share or so. You could make a case that the height of the pattern is $1.25 up to $4 a share. Just being conservative, you could add $2.75 to that and come up with a price target up here at $6.75. The short position could be fuel for that upside fire. So keep that in mind. The MVIS looks good. Next is a company that Howard's been long on, and Wall Strip has looked at quite a few times. Well, not quite a few times, but a couple times. And that's CMG, which is Chipotle Mexican Grill. And you can see here that there's 4.8 million shares that have been sold short, not covered. Back in August, for this stock, it was 1.6 million. So they added 3.2 million shares from August 15th, right around in this area. It can't be feeling too good to be short this stock. Look at the weekly time frame. Those, pretty soon, every single one of those shorts is definitely going to be losing money. And it'll take a move above this recent resistance at 65 to put them underwater. But when you look at a 30-minute time frame, here we see stage 1 uptrend, stage 1 accumulation, stage 2 uptrend, stage 3 distribution, stage 4 decline. And just yesterday afternoon is where the buyers took control of this stock. Right here as it got back above that 5-day moving average, broke this pattern of lower highs and lower lows, made a higher low, and then a higher high right here at about 62.50. Today it added nicely to those gains. And I'm not going to tell you where to buy this stock. I think it probably needs to pull back a little bit, but I think the stock continues to look good, and I think these shorts are going to get they're going to be in some discomfort. Let's just put it that way. I was about to sound like the fly. Sun Opta, STKL is the symbol for this one. 7.1 million shares sold short and not covered as of March 15th. Average daily volume is 623,000 shares. That means it would take the shorts 11 days of just pure buying to get out of their stock. Let's take a look at the STKL. STKL, look at the daily time frame. You can see it recently broke past some resistance that's been in existence for about the last 9 months or so, and it pulled back on light volume. That resistance acted as support. Now when we look at a weekly time frame, you can see that we're at multiple year highs, and in fact all-time highs here. So I can't believe that there's too many of those short sellers that have sold this stock short that are in a profitable position. 7 million shares. Hopefully the stock gets some good news. Maybe they report earnings. Maybe somebody upgrades them or something like that. I wouldn't actually be surprised to see a downgrade on the stock gap lower, just because some crooked analyst is trying to help some short seller get out of their position. But this is definitely one to keep an eye on. It looks like these shorts are going to get hurt badly, and how do you? The only way to exit your losers in a short position is to buy the stock, which obviously drives it higher, and with a great looking chart like this, and who knows, maybe some good fundamentals. It could be a good recipe for some upside. Take a look at the right hand side of my blog. There's an article there about short sales, and what's it called? Let me take a look. It's under the popular post. It's called Short Squeeze article. So take a look there to understand the dynamics of a short squeeze better.